I've been consulting with my rock, and the rock has compelled me. Compelled me to tell you a little story about codependency. I'm a codependent person. I didn't realize I was. I didn't know, I guess, what it meant. But I was raised by a narcissist. And so, I was browbeaten into becoming a codependent. She trained me to serve all her needs. I was like, once I was telling a therapist about, things with my mom, and the therapist said, "She's your mom, not your wife." And I said, "Yeah, but what can I do? I can't kick her out." This was years ago when my mom had come to live with me. My mom came to live with me. She wrote me a letter and said, could I come to Phoenix and stay with you for a couple of months and, while I get a place and everything? And she ended up living with me for 3 years. Damn. That was bad. That was hard on me. That was really hard on me. That's when I got into such heavy drinking that I decided I was an alcoholic. And I've always, since then, now I think, well, am I an alcoholic, or was that just because my mom had moved in with me? Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. So yeah, I'm a codependent. So I cater to narcissistic types, narcissistic women. Different severities, My mom was a pretty severe narcissist, I've learned. I knew nothing about any of this stuff, psychological stuff. It's not gone over in school. It's hardly gone over at all in life with anyone. You have to go search out information, They don't tell you to beware of all the pedophiles and narcissists and every other disorder, that's out there. There's no class on what to do if you run into one of these crazies, So anyway, I'm a codependent, and I was raised by a narcissist, so I seek out narcissistic women, and I cater to their needs. And I was unaware that I did this. I mean, I was vaguely aware, but I was not informed and educated. And it took a while. And then, I'm 67 now. And it's only been in these last 5 years that I've, really come to grips with the whole narcissist / codependent arrangement, And so now, from being raised by narcissists and living with various narcissistic women, I have become kind of narcissistic myself. I picked up their bad habits, But the truth is, I don't qualify as a true narcissist. I'm just a codependent with some narcissistic tendencies now. But I'm trying, it's my goal, even at 67, not to get involved with another narcissist. Hard to know if I will or I won't, because, that's what I'm attracted to, I'm attracted to those mean bitches. Of course, they're all sweet as candy when you meet them. They're sweeter than candy. And they're usually the victim of some horrible guy that's done something wrong. They've done something wrong to the woman. They've cheated on her, lied to her, stole from her, promised her things and never gave them to her. I don't know. Drank too much, whatever they did. They mistreated her. And they give you that, and then you get in with them and you're like, oh, baby, really? They mistreated you? You don't deserve that. I love you. I'm going to take care of you. And that's a trauma bond. That's a trauma bond. And that's where they get you, and that's where they get me, as in the trauma bond, man. You know how you've heard that he's a sucker for a sad story? Well, it's true. You know, these women that have these tendencies are so good at it. I mean, they just do it unconsciously. It's not like they set out in the morning. They don't get up in the mirror and go, I'm going to go lie, cheat, and steal and live in a fantasy and try to get somebody else to live in a delusion with me. It's just natural to them because of the damaging way they were raised. Just like it's natural with me to be codependent because of the damaging way I was raised. Anyway, I just wanted to say something about that. I hear a lot of stuff about codependency, narcissism, and it's in such technical language that I'm not sure people understand. I know I never did really get it. You know, I'm having to take their language, this, you know, that they write their papers in psychology, and then I have to translate it into common man's speech so I understand it. Sometimes it takes a long time before I get the translation. Okay, that is all. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.